Oh, sorry about that. Riding the beacon, flying formation under bridges. Today we're talking to Kevin from 310 Pilot in the hangar. Hey guys, I'm Bryan. You may know me from my channel, JustPlaneSilly. I came into this hangar where Dan and Christy had been shooting episodes of In the Hangar for their channel today. They went out flying about, 2 hours ago. We haven't heard from them. All the camera equipment was here, and this is just what I do when I see cameras. So that's what we're doing today, shooting this in the hangar. I'll be guest hosting, and we've got Kevin from 310 Pilot. How you doing, Kevin?
Doing great.
Do we keep going, or is that just a... Oh, okay. All right, so Kevin, what does the phrase "ride the beacon" mean?
Well, when you're at a fly-in, maybe in Kentucky,
Hypothetically,
they have these beacons, and they're not real beacons that are on top of control towers or erected really high. They have these little ones, and sometimes when you're out there at night, Bryan or me or Andrew or whoever might think it's a good idea to climb the beacon and ride the beacon like a Bronco.
That's what "ride the beacon" means.
Ride the beacon. Okay. Get on the beacon and ride it around.
Okay. So, and then let's talk about, so you and I have had conversations about riding the beacon. Neither of us have ever ridden the beacon, for the record.
Asterisk disclaimer, not FAA approved.
Okay. Now, what about formation flying under a bridge? There was one night you and I had this great conversation where we made big plans with 9 pilots to go do some formation flying under the bridge. I don't remember the following day if we did it or not.
We did not go flying underneath the bridge. You guys all slept in.
That's right.
I ended up
real
departing because I
tired.
had to be back home. But we had decided, we were making plans about this flying underneath the bridge formation, the Kentucky, was that Kentucky Dam?
That was the first Kentucky trip, and I remember you said, "Who here hasn't flown formation before?" And one guy goes, "Oh, I have it." And you said, "That's fine. You just stay on the outside." That was all the training he needed.
Seemed like it made sense. And we picked the slowest plane to go first, and everybody will echelon off of them.
Echelon.
We were briefing.
We know what we're talking about. We're professionals here.
This was legit.
All right, so your channel is called 310 Pilot. How did you come up with, what's 310 mean?
310, it's very original, but it's the plane I have, Cessna 310.
Oh, okay.
And I'm a pilot, so that is pretty much as much creativity as I have. So we came up 310 Pilot.
I got it. That's deep. Okay. So you are a pilot, but you also are a air traffic controller, correct?
Yep. My wife and I are both controllers at Chicago Approach.
And where's she right now?
At work at Chicago Approach. She couldn't get the day off, so...
You called in sick and you were like, I'm sneaking out to this.
Whoa. I got leave. I worked this morning, and then they said I could take off, so I took a little leave and fired the plane up. 2.5 hours later, maybe 2:45. Had a little bit of a headwind.
Yeah.
Came here. It was a beautiful flight. Took off out of Aurora, picked up an IFR. Chicago Center kept me in the clouds for a while and getting bumped around. And then as soon as I got up to 8, crystal smooth. Descending out of maybe 3,000 feet right over the top of the airport, I found what Kansas wind's all about, and it started bucking me pretty good. Out of about 500 feet on the base, it felt like I opened a sauna door in my airplane. Just all the glass got moisture on it. It was just sticky, gross. And came in and landed. Luckily, it was right down the runway. I made a beautiful landing because nobody recorded it.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. You said you were on with Chicago ATC. Have you ever been flying and it's Jamie on the other end of the radio?
Yep, there's a couple of videos of that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, I see him. I watch your channel. I see every video. I watch them twice.
She's worked me a couple of times.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
and I obviously know everybody. There's about 70 people there. So not that I get any preferential treatment, but it's nice to know.
I bet you're cleared into the Bravo like every single time.
Not as much as I would like.
Do they ever intentionally be like, "Sorry, Kevin, no, not today"? There's no one else flying, but they're like, "No."
Yeah, it's COVID. No, you can't go on the Bravo. No, I know the system pretty well, so I know where you can be in the Bravo reasonably and where you can't and what altitude. So it works out pretty well.
Okay. All right. So you're a pilot. You're both controllers. What about Jamie? Is she thinking about getting a pilot's license anytime soon?
Not at all. She has no desire. She loves working the radios, talking to air traffic lingo talk, and she has zero desire to get a pilot's license. And people are all the time, "Oh, Jamie should be a pilot." She has no desire. She's perfectly happy.
About what she desires, Kevin. The fans demand she become a pilot.
That's not going to happen. She isn't enthralled by aviation like we are. She's not addicted to it in the same kind of general aviation
ride the
accent.
Beacon?
She likes to take advantage of the 310 and the speed and how it makes the country very small. Nice. And she loves traveling.
Okay.
Just flying just to fly is not her thing, but she loves going places and, you know.
You recently got your 310 painted, and I saw a post on Instagram, I think yesterday. You guys were featured in, it's not 310 magazine. What magazine is it?
This was a big month for us on the magazine thing. We were on the cover of the Twin Cessna Flyer, which is kind of like the Cessna Flyer. They have an owners group for the Twin Cessna, and they put out monthly magazines. So we were on the cover of that. And for anybody that wants to own a Twin Cessna of any sorts, it's it's best $85 in aviation. Their forum is not like a lot of pilot forums that maybe are very snarky or always negative. It's a very positive forum, and they're super knowledgeable. Anyway, I was on the cover of that. We had an intro on the cover of Twin and Turbine magazine, and they did an article for us in Twin and Turbine this month also, and Aerospace America.
What I think the most important magazine you were in this month was AOPA magazine, the YouTuber section. Together, you and I think, just conquered that magazine.
Yeah, we did a good job.
I think we did very well.
I think they highlighted the premier channels, and they didn't leave anybody out.
No, they didn't. Finally. You can weasel your way into anything if you try hard enough, Kevin.
So you're in it.
I am. I'm going to be on the...
She did such a great job with that. She took it really well.
Very
I think your people bombarded her.
I know my people bombarded her.
And she took it really well.
They did a really, really good job with that.
Yeah, it's great. Aviation is such a small niche community, and everybody knows each other. It's like whatever they say about the however many 7 layers of Kevin Bacon. Yeah. It's almost the same thing in aviation. I'm trying to sit down and talk to somebody, and you are.
Well, the next month I'm going to be on the cover of Twin Turbo magazine. You just wait till I complain to whoever wrote that.
You're like a less better looking Kevin Bacon.
Way less better looking. All right, so you're a YouTuber. How long have you had your YouTube channel?
Probably about 2.5 years ago. Jamie got me a gift card for rosin sun visors because every time I touched down, my old 40-year-old visors fell. Yeah. I did a quick look on Aircraft Spruce, could not find rosin sun visors that were STC'd for the airplane, and I bought a GoPro with that money she gave. And I didn't measure it out or level it or figure it out. I just stuck it up there, just playing around one day. And it's the exact same camera angle we have on all of our videos. Stuck it up, got a second camera eventually. Our first video was terribly edited. We went absolutely nowhere, and it was 50 minutes long of just flying around Chicago, try to do a lakeshore. Snow showers came in, couldn't get to the lakeshore. Try to go eat at Schaumburg. Weather moved in, couldn't do that. Got a pop-up IFR and landed. Mm-hmm. And it was terrible, but I mean, it didn't go viral, but it had a lot of views. And I'm like, man, there's something to this. So we just started making videos. I was editing with the free Apple software that came on the computer.
You told me that. It made me so mad because I had already met these folks, and they were like, oh, you got to have Premiere Pro and 27 cameras and lights and microphones. And I'm like, and you're like, oh, I just did it all on my phone. It's like 5 minutes in the hotel room, and I'm good to go. And 50 million views.
Yeah, it really took off much farther. So I ended up getting some professional software and got a better computer and got more cameras and got more into it. I was the anti-social media person before that channel started. Didn't have a Facebook or anything.
Yeah, and now you're all over Instagram.
Yeah, I have an Instagram now.
I know.
So it's doing good. I'm still trying to find my way. I try to put out videos once a week. Mm-hmm. It's very challenging when you have a family and a real job, and I'm sure we all can echo the same sentiments there. So I try to find as much time, try to get back to all the viewers. People take time to watch and they reply on the videos. I try to get back, but as the channel kept growing, it just got out of control, and it's hard to get back, and you feel like you're leaving a lot on the table by not getting back to people, and it's just a personal challenge to kind of get over that stuff.
Yeah. All right, what's your favorite video you've made?
Oof. I mean, the favorite trip was flying to the Bahamas. It's literally flying into a painting. It's just sensor overload when you're flying into that. So the Bahamas series was my favorite series making. I don't know about, it's so hard because as soon as you pop another video out, you're on to the next. Yep. So you don't even have time to reflect on your videos or to find out which ones you like. So I'm going to have to go with the Bahamas series somewhere.
I'm going to be cautious with this question. I always ask YouTubers this question because I'm fascinated by it. But because I've read some of the comments on your videos. Do your best to be PC. What is like the meanest comment you've ever gotten?
99% or greater are all positive, and you get the 1%. It's usually something derogatory about my wife.
That's what I was saying. I'll tell you later.
Some people can get dark.
Yeah, I know. Well, I know. I've been through your comment section before and been like, oh God.
When they're sitting in their mom's basement and they're commenting, people can get dark, but that's the 0.1% or less. It's a really positive thing. My favorite part, my favorite comments, is people come back and they say, I didn't know about general aviation until I started following your channel. And they come back and say, hey, I just started flight instruction. I just soloed. I just got my PPL. That's my favorite thing of all. I've helped a few people buy twin Cessnas, especially, that were already pilots. But when people start flight training and get involved in general aviation because of watching our videos, nothing's better than that. That's really cool. Because it's just not out there like it was decades ago. I don't want to say it's dying or deteriorating, but I think people are able to satisfy a lot of the excitement via video games, and things are so advanced nowadays. I mean, look at that new Microsoft. It's unbelievable. When you look at some of these flight sims now, and I think there's a lot of people that would have before got into flight training maybe, and now they're satisfying that other ways.
Yeah. Well, there was one video you did. So if you guys are watching this and you go to 310 Kevin's channel, you did a video where me, you, and our friend Andrew, who's got a channel called Redneck Pilot, and we just coerced him to come out here. We flew together, and that was the most unique comment section. Every comment was, would have been better if Jamie was there. Would have been better if Jamie was there. Yeah. Quit watching because who's this Bryan guy?
Yeah. Within 30 minutes of walking around here, I think I answered that 30 times.
Where's Jamie?
Yeah.
That's actually, we brought you on today because we thought Jamie was going to be with you. Is she not?
Yeah, she's not here.
Oh.
Well, I guess we're done. We can FaceTime her and we can put her up. But
can we?
Yeah, she's not here.
Can you FaceTime her?
I don't know. We could try.
If she's at work, she's like talking to someone. Like, what's my frequency?
Yeah, we could try, but I'm not sure that
the views for the video will go up, and that's what we're here for.
Ooh, no service.
Oh man. All right. Well, then the question that I just thought of.
I don't have the password.
On my own. So, all right, you guys are both controllers. Who's more controlling?
Honestly, as strange as it would sound, and I would have thought, being an air traffic controller for a long time, that we are mostly all type A, kind of over control. We mesh perfectly well.
So she's more controlling, you just don't know it.
She does it well. she handles it well.
I always tell my wife, I feel like we're real 50-50. And she's like, oh, that's good that you feel that way.
Yeah, I think it's very similar. Yeah, we work very well together, and we don't bring work home and talk about work sitting around the kitchen table. So it's an interesting job where you can kind of leave it at work and you don't have to bring anything home. So
are your conversations, she's not like, hey, can you help with the dishes? You're like unable, like, is your thing goes just at all?
I made 2,000 important decisions today. I'm not taking care of the dishes. No, that doesn't go well. I think a lot of controllers try that with their spouses, but she's able to call BS on me real fast.
I'm sure. So what's next for your channel?
Well, we had a European trip planned, and I am going to fly that plane to Europe at some point. It has the legs it has a 163 gallon tank, so I can do the Canada, Greenland, Iceland, Scotland thing with factory fuel, and I'm going to do that one day. Not sure Jamie will partake in that. She'll probably meet me like in Scotland or the UK somewhere. Yeah, but maybe I can find somebody that will
happily
wear the suit and roll the dice and see whatever those people wear when they go across the North Atlantic.
The big pants thing?
Neoprene looking, dry suit.
I'll wear whatever you want me to wear, Kevin.
Yeah, Titanic stuff.
We'll ride the Beacon in Europe.
Yeah. But I would love to do that. We were going to go to Europe. Europe is closed to Americans right now. The EU has that shut down. So in August, we're either going to take a West Coast swing or a New England swing. We're kind of leaning towards New England because it's going to be August, and there's probably a decent time up there. So I want to do the Nantucket. What's that Wings show? Remember that show, Wings?
I do remember that show from like the early 90s.
Was that Nantucket? What is that?
I don't know.
Martha's Vineyard.
It's weird when you're in a room full of people and you can't ask them questions. It's just us. There's no people.
So anyway, we're going to do the Martha's Vineyard, Nantucket, Cape Cod, Boston. Check out all the lighthouses in Maine, Niagara, and come
Nantucket.
around.
I feel like I'd heard that was Nantucket.
There we go.
Yeah.
Nantucket. We're doing that. And yeah, we'll do a New England, maybe New York. We have a close friend who was a controller at Chicago, who's now a controller at New York approach. So we might try that. I don't know. People fly down the river corridor and they do the Statue of Liberty and the
Oh yeah.
thing.
Sorry, I got distracted. I was breaking the fourth wall over here.
So we'll do that. We want to do a big West Coast swing. I really want to hit Grand Canyon. I've never flown west. I've been flying for 20 years, all GA. Never flown west of the Rockies.
Wow.
So I'm going to do that. We're going to do the bottom canyon tour up California wine country. Check out those trees you can drive through. What's that, redwoods?
Yeah.
And then come back.
See if you can fly your plane through the
Clunk. The wingtips come off.
tanks come off.
They're designed for that. But and then we'll come back Mount Rushmore or something. So we have a couple of trips planned that are kind of epic, bucket list things for me. And I am going to land in every island in the Bahamas that has a runway that a 310 can land in. That's going to happen.
All right, I can't wait to see it. Last question: are you going to go to Gaston's this year?
I do hope to go to Gaston's this year.
Okay, that's where I'm at too.
Yeah. And when I went to Gaston's last time, when I first met you, I think that was the first place I met you, maybe.
First place we met was Gaston.
Gaston's. I did not have a YouTube channel, so
that's
I will actually film this one way in, one way out grass twin Cessna landing.
Oh, that'll be cool. Yeah, I've never filmed anything out there either.
I hear it's terrifying.
I've heard it's the most terrifying and dangerous place to fly.
Yeah, so we'll check that out.
All right, I don't have a way to close the show because I hadn't thought about it. So that's the end of this episode. Do you want to help me out here? I don't know how to do this.
You're doing great. Plus, thank our sponsors, Wingfield Aviation and Flying Eyes.
All right, I want to thank Gold Seal for sponsor. Oh, sorry. So on behalf of Dan and Christy, I want to thank Wingfield Aviation and Flying Eye Sunglasses. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. It's remember, it's Just Plain Silly 310. If you leave now and go over to those channels and enjoy the rest of the day watching our videos, it'll be a lot of fun.
310 pilot.
Oh, sorry, 310 Pilot. 310.
I thought it was one channel, Just Plain Silly 310.
I like it. The fourth wall's talking. So.
We're already incredible friends.
No, I know.